Welcome back to the Caribou Data Science channel. It's Monday. It's Monday, November 2nd, 2020. It's the election day in the U.S. Also, so let's get this show on the road. We're going to begin with my daily Spanish news update for COVID-19. Before we get started, folks, I want to thank all you people in Spain who do subscribe to the channel and are doing views to the data. I also want to encourage you to take the data to the reports you see to heart here and use this to as a motivation to wear masks, to practice social distancing, to avoid crowds when possible. Okay, so let's go ahead and run this report for today. So you can see that Spain is currently averaging 3,862 cases per day, but only 116, 117 deaths per day. And if you look at the mortality rate here, okay, you can see this is sort of the average mortality rate, but this is the average rate overall. So you can see it is moving back down towards its average. Its average is about probably 0.75%. So it is showing some movement back down towards the average mortality rate. Look at case, as always, these things are a problem because they represent Saturday, Sunday, and Monday's deaths total. So once again, we use a low S line in order to try to get to the underlying pattern. And as you can see, the deaths are still going up. The low S line is 1,818. What is it? 18,600 and that's just there. Well, okay, this number's above. Okay, so you can see they currently have about 28,040 cases per day. Deaths are continuing to climb. Once again, this is 233 deaths per day currently averaging. It's just you can see, unfortunately, cases or deaths are beginning to climb again, approaching 175 deaths per day. Okay, if you look at the cases by week for Israel, you see that, well, they had a slight leveling off here, but now, so far this week was one day, and it looks like they've already passed last week's cases. Really? Either that, or there's no cases at all. That's a possibility. Let's be optimistic. Let's say this is last. Let's say these are the last 2 weeks. Okay. What about this? Well, even though we have a high, this is where I think it gets a little misleading because an average around 500 probably isn't bad for a country the size. I'm sorry. The average of 1,000 deaths, 750 to 1,000 deaths per week, probably isn't that bad for a country the size of Spain. But as you can see, cases have increased 1, 2, 3, 4 months in a row. And October deaths have already passed September deaths also. So, is there any good news? Well, maybe a little bit on the daily case numbers, which show a little bit of a decline. But anyway, okay, well, that takes care of the report for today. Thanks so much. We'll catch you on the next report.